everybody. It's Monday. And
Yep.
here we are with another review. And
Yep.
hey, we're talking about some smut.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Not really.
It's pretty mild smut, honestly.
This movie, I think, might have been rated X when it came out.
It was, yes.
Yeah, but I think, well, first of all, they never make this movie because of the situation and the dialogue. You could get away with this today, but man, this is something you got to see.
Unless it was a satire, which this actually
it kind of
was.
It kind of was.
Which this actually was.
Yeah. And this would probably be considered NC-17, probably. This is kind of like there's a lot of sex in it, a lot of nudity in it. There's no penetration.
Well, I don't even think this would rate an NC-17 nowadays because there's really no, you don't see any below the belt nudity.
No. Only ass.
Yeah, you don't see like any frontal.
Tits and ass.
And like I said, you can now they have like male frontal nudity and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and like that's just our NC-17. So
Yeah,
that wouldn't be rated X nowadays.
Yeah, lots of sexual situations, lots of fucking humor. It's the movie is an action movie actually,
Kind
of like an action movie with a bunch of female dominance in it. It's kind of ahead of its time. It's not just a jiggle flick. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I actually had a good time with this. It's actually really entertaining.
I saw it in 1994. My friend had it on VHS tape, and right before I got out of the army, I watched it, and I didn't get it at the time. I was like, I mean, it's not really porn and kind of silly, but I was kind of too young to understand, I think, the place and time in which it came from, and I didn't really understand fucking like Pulp Fiction and fucking grindhouse type movies, and this is like some shit that Quentin Tarantino would be inspired by.
Yeah,
but it's boobs, but good writing. It's got really good writing.
Yeah, it had more of a story than I was imagining.
Yeah, and constant fucking cutting people up, totally unacceptable. The main character is a nymphomaniac who's a fucking psychopath. Really, she's kind of a high functioning psychopath and a nymphomaniac. And she's fucking everybody, and behind her husband's back.
And her husband's completely clueless.
He's completely clueless. She's fucking couples. She's fucking chicks. She's just. She'll fuck old dudes. She fucked her brother. And then her brother tries to get his friend, who's a black dude, to rape her.
It's a whole thing.
He didn't do it. Fucking. Then he turned on him. It's just totally unacceptable. Everything about this movie is fucking, by today's standards, would be totally unacceptable.
Well, especially
very un-PC.
But it's came
great.
out in 1968 or 1969. So you can imagine it was breaking a lot of taboos for the time. But like I said, it's meant to be satirical. It's meant to be. It's
real subversive.
It's a skin flick, but it's obviously meant to be like not taken completely seriously.
Yeah, you can see it on.
Roger Ebert loved it. By the way,
yeah, you can see it on Amazon. It's only like $3. It's shot really well and it's restored really well.
Yeah, Museum of Modern Art. Actually, this is from their collection, so I'm assuming it's been restored because it looks great. Like, it looks really beautiful. And they have done all, because this was a trilogy. Like, Vixen was the first one.
Yeah.
And then there was one called Super Vixens, and then it was...
Beyond the Valley of the Vixens.
Yeah, it's Beyond the
Valley
Valley of the Dolls, but they were kind of making a homage to that.
Something
and all of them are on
Beyond
Amazon.
The Valley of the Super Vixens or
something like that.
Yeah.
But they were all on Amazon Prime. For $3.99 each, I think they were, and like I said, they're all from the Museum of Modern Art collection. So they've all been restored really nicely. So they all look really good. We'll probably do the other ones at some point. I've been wanting to do a Russ Meyer movie like for a long time.
It's got everything in it, man. Fucking violence, incest, infidelity, swinging, racism,
horrible, terrible racism,
fucking communism, terrorism. because he tried to hijack the airplane.
Yeah.
All kinds of wild shit that you didn't expect to happen happened in this movie.
That's what that whole plot twist toward the end with the IRA guy.
All of a sudden, the fucking communists get involved and hijack the plane and just
take me to Cuba. And I was like, what?
And,
what the fuck is going on right now?
And there's a hero who's a young black guy who's a biker, and the anti-hero is Vixen herself. She's a fucking bitch, man. Fucking, she's mean. She's sexy though.
Yeah.
She's real mean. She's real cruel.
She's very manipulative.
Super manipulative. Just toxic femininity. Fucking super toxic. Her husband's totally blissfully unaware of everything that she's doing. Her brother knows all about her. Fucking her brother's another biker. She's taking care of her brother. He's kind of a hard. There's some kind of jokey shit in it. He's kind of an outlaw biker. What was the name of the gang he was in?
The Madcaps.
The Madcaps. Right.
I was like, that's kind of a cool name.
Yeah, so he's got iron crosses and shit. And his buddy's a black guy who's looks to be a little bit younger than him, and he's kind of more like a hippie. He wears like a peace symbol, and he's kind of the opposite, but he's a biker too. And it's kind of funny because they're on Honda
Hondas, aren't
Honda
they?
125 Scramblers, which is it's a high pipe, kind of like a dirt bike. Those were not fast motorcycles, but they are on dirt. Okay, when they show them, and so they're not Harley Davidson type bikers. Those were nice bikes. You can still get them if you get a good one. I'm now going on motorcycles.
Yeah.
If you can find one in good shape, they're worth money now. But they weren't in the time of this movie. They were kind of like dime a dozen. But they were good. But it's just kind of funny that they were on those. Because they were kind of rebels. And weird shit happens with that dynamic. And the black dude, what's his name?
Niles,
that's right. They don't call him Niles through the whole thing. She's calling him racial slurs through the whole fucking thing. Seriously,
if you're sensitive at all to racial slurs, wow. Yeah. There were some you will hear every single racial slur, and even a few I hadn't heard before. I was like, wow, that's a new one.
Yeah, she fucking Vixen's extremely cruel to this black kid. She's just fucking heaping it on. And
she comes up with a different one.
And she's just like, you're just a rapist type of deal. And she's saying everything to fucking try to get him to fucking blow up on her, but he never does. He's keeping it fucking in check, and that's part of the story. Okay, they're in Canada.
Yeah, it's set in Canada. And he's actually
a draft
conscientious objector.
He's a draft
dodger, whatever you want to call it. But so he is like,
and he kind of rightly called, what was going to happen in Vietnam, and he's like, fucking, this nation doesn't have my back. Why should I go slaughter a bunch of peasants?
Yeah,
all right, and they get shit on when I come back. And that's kind of in '68. He called it. That's what happened.
Yep.
And so he ran off to Canada, and there's kind of a moral story later on. He finds out. I'm not going to spoil it. Okay, there's certain spoilers because this movie's. He finds out the meaning of communism and capitalism. All right, he finds out the meaning.
Which you wouldn't think from a movie,
but he figures it out at the very end, and he gets his come up.
Had more layers than I was expecting.
Yeah, he gets his come up, and he ends up being the hero of the story. And Vixen's kind of the anti-hero. But then
she kind of seems like she's all right.
She makes up with him at the end.
She's like, yeah.
They kind of make up with each other
after this whole movie of her just constantly berating him. With
there's kind of a redemption arc a little bit for Vixen. You're not sure if she's just being cruel to manipulate someone into getting something done to stop the hijacking. I think it was. She was constantly telling motherfuckers, everybody in there, to man up and.
Yeah, I think her whole thing was like manipulating everybody into getting them to do what she wanted.
She was a master manipulator of men.
So so I think that all of the racial slurs and stuff like that was pointed like for a purpose.
She didn't like him, but she was trying to get him to blow up.
Yeah,
and she just kind of got a perverse fucking jolt out of him having to control himself.
Yeah.
But that's resolved. That's just part of the story. That shit works.
Yeah, because like I said, she's not a good guy. She's the main character.
She's an anti-hero.
But she's not really a nice person.
No,
she's kind of a shit.
She's a fucking bitch. She's a really hot, toxic fucking nympho.
Yeah.
Toxic feminine nympho. All right. She's a feminist. And her version of femininity is to have big ass fucking boobs and sexual dominance over men, totally fucking manipulative. A bitch. But kind of attractive. You just had to see the movie.
I mean, most people would probably still hit, I imagine.
Yeah. I mean,
she's like really...
She bullies her brother into having sex with her. Basically.
Yeah. You can tell he kind of wants to, but...
It's weird. It's a weird fucking movie. They're grown, you know.
Yeah, it's not like there's no penetration.
Yeah, it's weird. It's some weird shit.
They're grown ups.
Yeah.
But still, and obviously it's an actor. It's not really her brother, as far as I know. But it's just like
no.
I wanted to say we got a super chat a little while back from What the Farquad, saying, "Hi Chad, how are y'all doing? Missed y'all. I've missed y'all. I've been good. Well, that's good.
Oh, don't be good. Just be yourself.
Well, that depends.
Depends. Don't be a serial killer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just say that without qualification.
Yeah. But I haven't seen this, again, man, fucking, my tastes are a lot better. This is an awesome flick. It's kind of a must-see because it's doing a lot of firsts in Grindhouse. And it's trying to be shocking, but it's not doing it ham-fistedly. It's pretty good at it. And there's a purpose to it. And there's character arcs. And it's weird because it's a skin flick.
Yeah.
But
it's not wall-to-wall
really,
nudity.
Though. Yeah.
Like, it's just situations where... Yeah. I mean, that's obviously why the movie was made, but there is a story, and there is, like, character development, and it's like a real movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the chick that plays Vixen, her parents got blackballed from Hollywood, and she came up in the LA scene, and she was a stripper.
Yeah.
But she could act. She was in some other movies later on. And she saw them.
I think she was in one other Russ Meyer movie.
Yeah, she saw them recruiting for this in Vanity Fair, and she had friends who had worked for Russ, stripper friends.
Yeah.
And she said that evidently it was a good time and you made money, so she did it.
Evidently she had a great time filming that scene where she's fucking her brother.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Because it's like pretty.
Each other having fun making a movie.
Yeah, and like I said, by today's standards, by porn standards, it's very tame.
Yeah.
It's softcore. Like I said, you don't even see you don't see anything below the belt at all. Lots of titties.
Yeah.
Lots of simulated sex scenes, but like nothing. You don't see anything.
Lots of pretty hot outdoor nudity.
True. Yes, there is a lot of outdoor.
Yeah, running around in the fucking lakes and shit like that. Everybody in this, every woman in this movie is a qualified stripper and endowed. They have good.
There's
bodies.
really only two main chicks. Yeah. It's just kind of like because the story is that Vixen, they live in Canada.
Yeah.
And her husband is like a pilot.
He's a charter pilot.
He's a charter pilot.
He's got a little Cessna. Yeah.
So what happens? The first kind of episode that happens is that he's away, like on trips, and it's like, oh, he's always away, and like somebody makes jokes about
the guys at the airfield are fucking saying your wife's fucking around on you.
Yeah, I mean they don't come out and say that, but they're like, wow,
he's like, oh no,
when you leave your wife alone for too long, she would never do anything like that. And he's like a pretty rugged type, like he's not a simpy dude or anything.
No,
like
he's
that.
like fucking. He's kind of like fucking dude from $6 Million Man.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me a little bit of that.
Yeah, what's that guy's name?
Shit, now I can't think of
Lee
it.
Majors.
Yeah,
kind of like Lee Majors.
Yeah, he looked a little bit like that, honestly. So he's just like, no, she takes our marriage very seriously and blah, blah, blah. And then, next scene, she's out like, she's out like fucking some Mountie, like out.
Yeah, she's fucking one of the mounted policemen
that she came across.
Yeah,
while she was walking around.
Yeah, and she's fucking handling him bad too. Fucking no, don't touch me. After he's like, I'm done with you, kind of deal. Just kind of she's a bitch.
Yeah, she's real bitchy.
Yeah.
But she's still kind of a cool character though. Yeah. Like she's still really interesting to watch.
Yeah.
So
she's got her own little game.
So all that's going on, and then her husband comes back with this couple, who wanted to go out into the wilderness, like to go fishing and hiking and shit like that. You know what I mean? So he was like taking them around, and they're showing him places, and of course. her and the hubby are kind of like, like making eyes at each other and stuff. And then the wife is just like seething over there because she can see it. I mean, they're not even hiding it. Can we talk a little bit about the fish scene?
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah.
That was so fucking weird.
Blowing the fish and putting her in her titties and shit. Fucking trying to be seductive with a slimy ass.
Well,
fish.
it's so funny because so all of them, they're having like a little cookout like on the lake or something because like they're fishing and like the husband, like her husband, whose name is Tom, by the way.
Yeah.
Had caught some fish and they were cooking them on the grill. They didn't cut the heads off or gut them or anything.
Yeah, I'm like,
they're just like cooking them like I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
Cooking it with the guts.
I'm like, I'm not eating it like that. Gross.
Yeah,
I know some people do, but it's gross.
Tastes terrible.
Yeah, it's gross. But so she takes one of them, which has not been cooked, and she's trying to seduce this other woman's husband.
While she's watching.
While everyone's just looking. And just thinking, and the husband's just like, oh, Vixen, you're so crazy. You know what I mean? And like, meanwhile, the wife is over there going,
she's seething,
You know what I mean? And so, but she takes the fucking fish.
Yeah.
And she's like, I was like, if she sticks that up her snatch, because I thought that's what she was going to do.
It was trying.
I thought she was going to do that.
Yeah, it was hinting that she was going to.
She's like, oh. Yeah, and I was just like, oh, man, is she really going to do that? I was like, they can't show that in this 1968 movie, can they?
Yeah.
I don't think they can.
No,
they didn't. But like, they hinted that was going to happen.
They were hinting that it was going to happen.
But she did, like, for real, like, stick it down her shirt, and then she started, like
she was blowing.
Like she was blowing.
She was titty fucking the fish and then trying to blow the fish. That's what she was doing. But they had to do it.
And I'm like, hot? Not really, but you know.
No, not hot at all. They were just saying this.
That's
bitch,
someone's fetish.
Bitch, crazy. Yeah. Just crazy, real dirty.
That was like so fucking funny.
Because not only is that slimy ass stinky fish.
Yeah.
Dirty pussy smelling fish. Not only that, it's also bestiality. Reptile bestiality. You know.
It's like Tom Cruise buying that fish. You don't know what he was doing.
Buying Tom Cruise. Yeah.
That's the same thing that he was doing.
It didn't happen. It did not happen.
We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
See Wang's video on Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise in the fish story.
For a very beast. I don't think it's true, but it's just a funny story anyway. But yeah, so she does that. And then the hilarious thing, and like I said, this is why this is like a satire. It's clearly very funny because, you know, Vixen's all like, oh, hey, I know a really good fishing spot. Just like, it's only like 100 yards down that way. Yeah. I'm going to take your husband with me.
Yeah, let's go fish over
here. Let's go fish over here.
Yeah.
And the husband's just kind of like, okay, have a good time. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, the wife is like, fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah, and the wife had, you find out that the wife and the husband had an open relationship. And that she had already gotten it on with like 3 dudes since they got married.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you jealous for type of deal, you know? I mean, she's like, I'm just getting jealous. And he's like, yeah, but
well, no, she said that she was jealous because the implication was
she hadn't been laid in a month.
That she hadn't been laid in a month.
Yeah, in a month.
So I'm guessing the implication was that they had had a discussion because she's like, this wasn't what we agreed to.
Yeah.
As long as the two of them were still having sex, like you could have sex with other people.
Yeah.
But she hadn't been laid in a month, and she was mad about it. And now he's like very clearly like making like goo eyes at her, at Vixen. So she was mad about that, and like you know what I mean.
So they go around a fucking corner and have a whole fucking love scene. They take off all their clothes.
Run around naked in the stream and shit.
Big old hard titties flopping and shit. And they're natural, all right. That's not in play. They're getting it on and having fun. And the wife is like, "That's it. I'm gonna fuck her husband." She gets down, got her head on his lap, you know what I mean?
He's like just completely.
Yeah, he's totally just fishing like
la la la, like it's the most normal
totally
thing.
Innocent. She pulls out her fucking boobs and shit
She's
like that.
Pow.
He's like, "What? How dare you? You put those things away?" type of deal. He's totally fucking square, man. And she's like, but they're fucking, you know, they're around the corner fucking. He goes, oh no, hell no.
She would never do that.
Yeah, she would never do that. They're back there. She's fucking riding.
And she's just like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
like in the fucking water.
It was a great scene. He cucked her out. She went black blue balled, and women don't even have balls.
I know. Blue ovaried? It doesn't
ovaried.
Doesn't really have the same ring to it, does it?
And then she fucking bitched like a crazy. She was like, "You motherfucker," you know what I mean? He ended up fucking jumping on her and wearing it out though. The husband did.
Well, after
he got laid.
After Vixen already, she also fucked the wife.
That's right. The wife wouldn't fuck the wife.
Because the wife was mad and she's like, "Yeah, you 3 just go off and do whatever the fuck you want. I'm staying in the cabin." And then Vixen's like, well, no, I'm going to stay with her.
Yeah, that's right. She sneaks in there because she was checking her out. She sneaks in there and she's pissed off. You fucked my husband. Oh, no. I don't think. Did she say no? She didn't deny it, did she?
No, she didn't.
She didn't deny it? Yeah.
She didn't say she did.
Yeah.
But she just made a face like,
like whatever. She starts, she was
like,
already drinking. She starts pouring more booze down. You can see Vixen back there fucking plotting like, I'm going to get this bitch drunk. And she got her drunk and fucking ran through her.
I mean, they were both drunk.
Yeah.
They both got really drunk.
Yeah. Look, in the Wikipedia of the actress that plays Vixen, it says just where she came from, what she did, and the only thing it said about her is that she is bisexual.
Well, yeah. Because I noted
she was into this shit.
While I was watching the movie, it's like she looked like she was into the dude stuff too, especially with the brother actor. But she was way more into
playing with them girls
with the scene with the girl, with the other woman.
And the way it ended, like, the new couple showed up, and she's like, "Whoa, yeah!" Looking at the chick, yeah.
That was a fun scene. But yeah, so like after that whole thing happened, then the husband comes back, and she's like, you get in there and have sex with your wife, or whatever. So he did get in there, and then everyone was happy.
Yeah, and about that time, Vixen Brothers shows up on the bike
with his ridiculous helmet.
It's not a helmet; it was a hat.
Was it a hat?
I thought it was a helmet with a bunch of fucking like.
They were like fur tails, like
tails. They were like ermine tails
or ermine tails,
like ermine tails sticking out the top of it. It looked dumb.
I was like, who thought that looked cool?
No, that shit didn't look. They were just trying to look crazy. Him. And
he was a good character though. I like him.
And what was his name? What was the other guy's name?
Niles.
That's right. Him and Niles.
The brother's name was Judd.
Yeah, and fucking Vixen comes down. The first thing she does, she starts talking shit to him, like, oh yeah, and she's fucking saying like, you wish you had some of this type of deal, and he's like, I don't want that. Yeah, my fucking sister, yeah, whatever. And then she starts turning on Niles and just calling him all kinds of pickaninnies and like, what'd she call him? She called him buckwheat. She just kept fucking with him.
Like I said, every single like watermelon jokes, spook, any fucking racist slur you can think of.
Fuck when she's trying to get a rise.
She said it. And even a couple I hadn't heard before.
Her brother, his buddy's like, hey man, you're gonna take that shit from her. You're gonna have, and he's trying to encourage him to go fuck his sister. It's fucking funny,
Well, she actually seduces the brother.
She ended up seduces the brother.
She gets in the shower with him.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, what's going on here? And he goes,
remember back in the old days when we used to take baths together? It's like,
come on, Vixen.
We were 12, It's like, I'm not doing that.
And Vixen's not her name. It's her nickname. She had a real name. I don't remember. They only used it a couple times.
I don't think they said what it was, did they?
That's
all anybody called her was Vixen.
It was her nickname.
Unless I'm like, man, if that's someone's actual name, you'd think that would be a big red flag right there.
Yeah, but then after all that shit happened, fucking he's in bed with his fucking sister, and Niles comes in and catches him, and he's like, I see what's going on here. And he's like,
so that's how it is in their family.
He's trying to talk his way out of it. They start fighting again. She's fucking calling him all kinds of racial slurs, and fucking they were getting ready to leave, get on the bikes and leave. Get the fuck out of here, because they were gonna go screw some college chicks
in downtown or something. Yeah,
and. He goes, look, man, basically he guilts Niles into saying, look, man, fucking you ain't no man if you gonna let her get away with that shit.
Yeah, don't let her mouth off to you like that.
You fucking fuck the shit out of her. And he's like, he
won't do it for a long time.
She already was making fun of him and says, yeah, you black guys are all rapists and shit. So he's like, oh, no, you all are trying to jump on the black dick type of deal. And then, he's trying to flip it around. But then, so the brother's like, you better get in there and fucking wear that shit out. He goes in there. He tries, but I don't remember what had happened.
her husband
still showed up. Yeah.
Came back.
So he gets blue balled and shit. And
then the brother comes in and like tears him off. He's like, our husband's here. Come on, we gotta get out of here.
And then he goes to leave. Says, we gotta get the fuck out of here. And Niles can't start the bike. And he's, it was started before. What the fuck you do to it? And he starts fucking coming down and says, man, you're a fucking pussy. You can't start your fucking bike, and you couldn't even fuck my sister. You kind of man are you? I'm gonna go down there and go get some shit. Fucking, you show up, whatever. Fucking, I'm gonna get all the pussy downtown. You know,
I'm gonna
so
take
he
yours.
abandons. Yeah, so he says throw some racist shit at him too, like fuck you, you know. So they kind of had a falling out. The fucking Niles was like, yeah, fuck this bullshit, you know. Around this time, Vixen's husband showed up. She got this old dude with him.
Yeah, this new client.
New guy, yeah. He's from Ireland. Got long red hair and shit. And Vixen's already looking at him like, oh, I'm gonna fuck that dude.
Even though
he's just totally unattractive. I'm gonna fuck that dude.
He looks a little bit like a leprechaun.
Right.
Slightly.
And well, he overheard all this shit with Vixen's brother. And he's like, he goes, I see how it is here in America and Canada, you know. He goes, you know, they're treating you as an inferior, blah, 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 you know. Fucking, are you an inferior? He's like, no, I am inferior, you know. Actually, Niles is like the most reasonable, smartest person out of all these people. He's the only one that actually kind of understands what's going on.
He's like kind of the only normal person in the movie.
He's normal. And he basically introduces himself, you know, well, basically he basically tells him I'm a communist.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, I heard about you guys. And he goes, yeah, but with me, with communists, you get equality and you can be a man and all kinds of shit. And he's like, yeah, he was skeptical. Turns out, he tells him, he says, why don't you fucking leave with me and come with me and become a communist? I'm going to Cuba. Because you can't get to Cuba. And he goes, oh, no. I'm going to Cuba. He's flying me to Cuba. He goes, but he can't. Fucking, and he goes, no, basically tells him, I'm going to hijack the plane.
And he's like,
he pulls
got his little gun out.
And he goes, me and you, we'll be in Cuba. And he's like, oh, okay, all right, yeah. That might
at first he's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. But then, like,
some other shit happened. Fucking Vixen fucked with him. And he's like, okay, yeah, we were going to do this
bitch.
So they're in the plane.
Tiny little plane, 4 of them.
Yeah, little Cessna and fucking the dude, the IRA. When the IRA was not communist, so they just called him IRA guy.
Yeah, I guess so. They get.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be in the IRA. But I was like, that's not.
They're not. They were communists.
No.
He pulls a gun on him. He says, "We're going to Cuba." And he's like, oh, we can't do that. We got to fucking... He goes, no, because he had to stop at all these...
He's like, we got to land at the...
Got to land. He goes, no, you have enough fuel. We're going right to Cuba. Like that. Vixen goes in and he goes, oh, so you're siding with him now. And she starts fucking lighting fucking old boy up. Fucking, shit, what's his name? Niles.
Niles, yeah.
Light started lighting Niles up. Like, you're just a coward and fucking you do this and that. And... fucking the IRA guy's fucking throwing his spiel and he goes, yeah, I'm gonna be equal in Cuba, but I bet you some people can be more equal than others type of deal, you know. And then fucking they're fighting and he gets the fucking IRA dude or the communist dude to fucking throw the N-bomb on him.
Yeah. And then he's like,
he goes,
see, I knew that was in there.
And he goes, I have now understood.
There it is.
I have now understood the meaning of capitalism, and I've understand the meaning of communism. And he says, and the meaning is, and I'm not going to steal his line. It's a great line. And he starts fighting over the gun. And he saves everybody. And
pretty much.
Yeah. And they land, and instead of landing in the United States where he was wanted, they let him off in Canada.
They took it back.
Let him off in Canada.
Because that's where he...
And fucking, they kind of like, have a little scene where they kind of like, yeah, you're all right, type of deal. And everybody kind of made up, and he ran back to Canada. And as he was running back in Canada, a new couple runs up to the airplane.
Like, oh, hey, we need a ride.
And Vixen's
just like...
looking at that chick going, oh, man. Yeah, and that's how it ends, you know. But it's a good flick. It's a pretty good flick.
Like I said,
had a lot of hidden wisdom in it.
It was a lot more fun than I was expecting. I mean, I expected it to be fun.
It was entertaining through the whole thing.
Yeah, like I thought, and it's not long. It's only like an hour and 12 minutes or something like that. Yeah. And like I was expecting, I'd seen Faster Pussycat Kill, which seems to be everybody's Russ Meyer favorite Russ Meyer movie. But did we review that? I could have sworn we fucking reviewed that Faster Pussycat Kill.
Never seen it. We didn't review it.
Are you sure?
I don't think I've ever seen it. If I did see it, I don't remember. I didn't see it.
I'm going to have to go back and look. I was sure that we had reviewed that, but maybe not. I've seen it.
This is the only Russ Meyer movies I've seen, and this is the second time I've seen it.
Okay.
And
that's weird.
Faster Pussycat is black and white, and it's about a gang of girls, hot girls with big boobs.
Yeah.
they're all strippers in real life.
Yeah.
But actually, I've seen scenes from it, and it looks very good.
Yeah.
And the acting looks good, and it's
about
3 lesbian strippers in a gang, and they're robbing shit and killing people.
Join a lesbian stripper gang.
Lesbian stripper
that
gang.
Really fun.
And the main one's a big titty Japanese girl named fucking Satana.
Yeah.
That's her real, or her stage name. She did some other movies later on.
Yeah, I think the woman Erica Gavin who played Vixen in this movie, I think knew her. I don't know if they worked at the same place or they all kind of knew each other. It was kind of in the same scene. But yeah, so I feel like Faster Pussycat is probably like the iconic Russ Meyer movie that everybody knows. But we have been wanting to do some. I thought we had already done that one, but maybe we didn't.
I don't think we've ever done it.
But I was just kind of like, maybe we should do Vixen. Well, because Tom said that he saw it on
VHS a long time ago.
On VHS, and he's like, and I think they have it for free. Like somebody uploaded it to
X-Hamster.
To X-Hamster or one of those porn sites, but it's not there anymore. So somebody must have pulled it because of copyright.
And it would have been like 480p. You want to see it in HD? Just spend $3 and
like
see
I said,
it on
Amazon Prime has all of them. Has Vixen and it has the whole trilogy, and they're $3.99 each to rent, and they look really nice. Like they've been restored. Like I said, it's from the Museum of Modern Art collection.
Yeah, and what's funny is that I think Faster Pussycat's probably more famous, but I think this movie's a little bit more important. I think it's a little more groundbreaking. It's more intelligent than you think it's going to be.
Yeah,
I was actually
surprised.
Yeah, it's very entertaining. It's got good-looking people in it. It's shot real well. It's a skin flick, but it's not a porn flick. It's more like an action flick.
Yeah, like I said, it's very tame.
Yeah.
By like today's standards.
Yeah, and it's got good dialogue and good characters, and it's a good movie. I wouldn't call it. In no way is this a bad movie. It's unacceptable, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
Like I said, it's kind of making fun, and Vixen is a kind of a bitch. But she's not really supposed to be.
Not
the hero, really.
She's an anti-hero. She's the female anti-hero.
Like she's the main character, but I don't think you're really supposed to necessarily like her.
According to Russ Myers and what Jenny said, he said that a lot of women at the time liked her as a character.
Like as a character. She's a good character.
She's kind of a female fantasy character about, man, I wish I could get away with doing that shit.
Yeah. Even if you probably wouldn't want to do it in real life because, like I said, she kind of sucks. But
thinking about it, yeah.
But yeah, just thinking about like having that kind of like manipulative power over people and getting dudes to do whatever you want them to do.
Yeah, she's real bratty, real manipulative, mean, sexy. She's a nymphomaniac.
Yeah, and you
can't trust her.
She's doing all this shit behind her husband's back, and then like when he shows up, she's like, "Honey, yay!" Like she still fucks him and stuff.
Yeah,
and she says that's the best shit ever. But it's just kind of like she's doing all this shit behind his, and he's completely oblivious.
He doesn't know he fucked everybody in the
movie.
Which
is kind of like a running joke.
Yeah.
That he just is completely convinced of her fidelity.
Yeah.
But everybody else in the movie knows that she's a total hoe.
Yeah. I think the ground crew guy that was trying to warn him in the beginning had fucked her.
That's kind of the impression that I got too.
He was trying to tell her.
But like without coming out and saying it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, fucked your wife.
Yeah, fucked your wife, man. It was easy. You need to fucking
man, she'll fuck everything that moves.
Yeah, you might
man, woman.
You might want to watch your wife.
Possibly animal.
Yeah.
We saw what she did with that dead fish.
No, Niall said you'd fuck a horse, wouldn't you? And she said, yeah. Remember that?
I don't know if she said that outright, but he said something about fucking a horse or fucking a dog or something like that. And she didn't say no, I wouldn't do that. She was just kind of like,
yeah. I remember her basically saying she came back. She had a smart comeback, like it'd be bigger, bigger, better, some weird shit like something like that.
Yeah.
And then she goes, and then the brother goes, "Would you fuck a chick?" And she said she sidestepped that one, but no, yeah. She had been doing that.
Yeah, she seemed not concerned about that at all.
Yeah. In '68, fucking a chick could get you in an insane asylum in certain states. It was considered a mental illness.
Yes.
Lesbianism.
So you have to think that like when this was made, you would absolutely get in big trouble for like doing some of the shit.
Yeah, they were doing it anyway.
I know people were doing it anyway.
And they were filming it. too.
But yeah,
but
this was pretty subversive.
The official
for the
line is
time.
that you can get in trouble for that. But I think by '68 it was kind of like not being enforced. I think that was a gag. I think it was just like a joke that you couldn't get away with that. Because
like I said, it would depend on where you were.
And probably how old you were and how powerful your parents were. If you were fucking 16 doing that shit, you get in trouble. Yeah.
David Brown said, John Waters once declared Faster Pussycat Kill Kill beyond a doubt the best movie ever made. It is possibly better than any film that will be made in the future. I love John Waters. Oracle says Roger Ebert said about this movie, Vixen is the best film to date in that uniquely American genre, the skin flick. Yeah, Roger Ebert called this the quintessential Russ Meyer movie.
It's a great movie.
Well, like I said, you have to think like Russ Meyer or Roger Ebert. You would think he wouldn't be into movies because, snotty film critic and everything. But you also have to think that Roger Ebert wrote the screenplay for Valley of the Dolls, which was also kind of a trashy. So he was kind of into that kind of stuff. He loved this movie. Yeah,
it's an exciting movie it's an exciting movie that sucks you in. It kind of has action in it, but there's not a single car wreck. There's not any shootouts and anything. The action is just physical and physical fighting, verbal fighting, and sex, and people throwing crosses and shit. So it sucked me in instantly to it, into the characters, and it's subversive and it's offensive, but it's also very entertaining and very lighthearted. It's a friendly movie.
Yeah,
they're not. It's not trying to hurt your feelings. It's just entertaining you.
And like I said, it's also kind of
lighthearted about what it's doing.
Yeah, it's also
it's fucking with you.
It's kind of like parodying.
Yeah.
That, like I said, nothing's supposed to be taken super serious.
Yeah, it's not a mean-spirited movie at all.
No, it's pretty over the top.
Yeah.
Her character, like I said, just constantly. Yeah. With the racial slurs and stuff like that. It's so egregious.
Well, it's like a cartoon.
Yeah, that it's like a cartoon.
Yeah, everything is cartoon-like. Even the sex is cartoon-like. It's like something out of Heavy Metal magazine, no fucking animated action.
I still can't get over that fish thing. That was just so funny to me. Because for a second, I did think that I was like that she was going to stick that up her coochie.
Yeah.
I think the movie wanted you to think that she was going to do that.
Very much kind of like, 70s, Milo Manara fucking animated erotic fucking shit like out of Click or something, you know what I mean? Fucking it's not meant to be taken seriously.
Because like I said, this chick is just like she fucks her own brother. She's like fucking,
and you don't really take that seriously.
Yeah,
it's just
because at first the way they were relating to each other. It's like she said something about him being a brother, and we're like, wait, is she just kidding that that's
I thought
her brother?
She was kidding that it was
that
her
there
brother.
Was a brother. But no, it's legit,
brother.
Really, in the context of the movie, it's legitimately her brother. And, they do fuck later on.
Yeah.
So
because they don't act like brother and sister.
No, not at all.
Not even from the beginning.
I have brothers, that's weird. But, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So, like I said, I know they're actors. They're not really.
They didn't like each other.
Yeah, but well, I think there was the thing.
There was like a love-hate thing.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of what was going on with Niles. Maybe I read this wrong.
Yeah, she was probably wanting to be hate fucked.
Yeah, that was the whole reason she kept
she was doing
prodding at him all the time and just over the top, with the fucking insults.
Yeah.
Is I think she wanted him to just lose it.
She wanted him to rape her
and rape her. Yeah. I think that's what he wanted.
Yeah,
she wanted. So, I mean, that's what it seemed like to me, because she was going, way the fuck over the top with that.
Yeah.
Talking about how disgusting he was and all this other kind of shit.
And
I'm
the brother was
she wants that.
And the brother was, heaping it into, imagine him sitting up there, him just plowing, you looking down with that big old face with his big glowing teeth and shit. Fucking just, he was trying to get him to fucking go in there and fuck his sister.
Yeah.
And to rape her, basically.
Yeah.
Just to hate fuck the shit out of her.
Yeah.
It only worked halfway. They got interrupted, and then his buddy came back and says, "You failed."
Pretty much.
Yeah, he's fucking driving him over it. It was
because there was a whole big argument. He was just trying to bait him into doing it.
Yeah. It's a fun movie, man. It's just a fun movie.
Yeah, I want
to see the second one.
Yeah, we actually, like I said, Amazon Prime has all three of them, the whole trilogy. So
it's not mentioned as much, so it might not be as good. But
yeah, I feel like this one gets more.
This one is supposed to be the classic groundbreaking Russ Meyer's movie. Like
well, I mean, everyone that came after that, because this is kind of the first one.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, that it was like just this. Like I said, this was very subversive for the time. It's, you know, tame by today's standards, but, you know, for back then, I was kind of like, wow, you know, they got away with a lot. But, you know, the other ones, but that's kind of the thing, you know, when you make one movie that's like super groundbreaking and then you make like sequels to that, it's obviously never going to hit the same, you know.
Yeah.
David Brown said Russ Meyer had a great cameo in Amazon Women on the Moon. Oh man, I remember that movie. I used to see that on cable like back in the 80s all the time. He's the video store clerk in the segment which starred a very young Andrew Dice Clay. I forgot Andrew Dice Clay was in that even. I haven't seen that in such a long time. That's another one we should review probably. I haven't seen that since I was a kid, I don't think. But I'm going to write it down because all those fucking movies like that, like Kentucky Fried Movie and all that kind of stuff that was like on cable.
I just like that Russ Myers would put women of these builds in his movies, playing interesting characters that fucking, you know what I mean, like gangster women, and you know,
yeah,
lesbian gangsters.
I mean, that was obviously like his thing. Like he
psychopathic.
He was super into that.
Yeah, psychopathic.
Well, it's kind of refreshing when. I mean, the kind of main Hollywood standard for actresses was just being these kind of fragile wallflower. You didn't really see too many, like prior to probably the 1960s, you didn't see too many female characters that were like big, busty, mean, psychopaths.
Toxic, feminine.
Yeah, you didn't really see that.
Super predatory, sexual predatory, hyper feminine.
You saw like the femme fatale type
power.
character.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is kind of, I guess, along those same lines, but not quite the same.
His version of girl power was just manipulative. That you couldn't say no. She looked so good, you just had to do what she said. So it's female domination. You know, is what they're talking about.
As they would call it now.
And it's wonderful, because that's one of my favorite body types. So I had that in common with fucking Russ Myers.
Yeah.
And they would never put women that looked like that in any kind of role in Hollywood. And really, that's kind of like prejudiced in a way. They're saying, well, women that have that shape, they're not acceptable. We can't give them a normal role.
Yeah.
You know, we can't have her as some smart chick who, you know, shows up and fixes some shit. You know what I mean? She's a bimbo, so we can't have that.
Yeah.
That's sexism in itself.
It is.
You know, a woman could be built like that. Women are born like that.
Bimbos are girls too, you know.
And the women in my family were built like that. Okay, and they were fucking very composite. You know, and these women are not choosing to be built like that. That's genetics.
Yeah, I mean,
you know. Some of them had implants, but a lot of them didn't. You know, Russ Myers put them both in there. Implants and natural, but you had to be big. And it's just like, you know, just like the same thing with a muscle man. They wouldn't put a muscle man in a movie because he's just dumb. No, a lot of those guys were smart. Arnold was very smart. He played dumb.
Yeah, you can't really judge.
Yeah, Arnold was smart. You know, just if you could have an impressive physique and still have a pretty impressive mind. And that was the thing that I fucking didn't like, the fact that Hollywood would not put busty women in a decent role. Russ Myers would, though. He'd have fun with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smugstide says, kind of crazy to me how the director of Silence of the Lambs, Jonathan Demme, you just didn't know, had to start with Caged Heat, a women in prison film. I believe that the woman Erica Gavin, who was in this movie, was also in Caged Heat, was she not?
Yeah.
I think Jonathan Demme worked on this movie too,
also.
But I can't remember, because I remember seeing his name in the credits, but I don't remember what.
Yeah.
It was a pretty small, but he was on the crew of this.
Chick that played Vixen also was in Caged Heat. I don't know who she played in it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I was never into the women in prison movies.
I saw a few of them because my ex-husband liked them.
Yeah.
But some of them were kind of fun. I remember Linda Blair being in one.
Yeah. Kind of irrelevant, you know what I mean? You can just get porn. You know what I mean? So I don't know what.
Yeah,
what
but well, back then it was kind of harder to get porn.
Yeah,
so it's just
that was the only reason why I think they were around. And they couldn't really deliver on any of the claims anyway. It was just more of a gag to get you to rent the movie or to come and see the movie.
Yeah, because it's like they could only show so much,
yeah.
you know. Well, it's just kind of like this one. It's like, you know, it's rated X and everything like that, but this is not porn by any stretch of the imagination. Like I said, pretty much all you see is tits.
It might be rated X just because of the dialogue.
It could be that, but I mean,
and the topics
for the time,
yeah,
because of incest, because it clearly shows the brother and the sister fucking.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's no, you don't see any penetration. You don't even see any male frontal nudity.
Yeah.
You just see if you see a naked dude, it's from the back or from far away.
Yeah, and they're definitely not having sex.
Yeah,
they're faking it.
Yeah, and it's very easy to see that. So they're not even simulating it all that realistically.
They're not even very realistically simulating. The lesbian scene was just like a joke. It's not even close.
Nobody
went down on each other.
It just kind of looked like a massage.
Yeah, like what was that?
Like a sexy massage.
A sexy massage, yeah.
Pretty much. Like no one was...
And faces close together.
No one was inserting anything anywhere.
What is wrong with us type of deal. We've gone crazy, lost our minds. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah.
David Brown also says Bitch Slap from 2009 is an ode to Russ Meyer.
Oh, really?
Ooh, I'm going to have to write that down.
Okay, yeah, write that one down.
Bitch Slap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that one. Now we're gonna go.
Yeah, but is the quality good though?
Now we're gonna go all down the Russ Meyer rabbit hole because he made like a bunch of movies.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I think eventually someone were just porn. I think he made porn.
Yeah,
too.
I have like
started hanging out with Kit and Navidad and all them.
I have a biography of him that's great.
Yeah, I think
called Big Breasts, and I can't remember what it's called, but I have it over there. It's on the bookshelf.
If I remember correctly, he just said, "Oh fuck it, I can just make money making porn." And I think eventually it just became porn.
Yeah, because softcore once porn kind of became a little bit normalized.
Yeah,
which I kind of feel like started to happen in the 70s.
It's fast and easy moneymaker. You don't have to work on it hard.
Right.
You don't have to write anything. You just fuck. All right. Yeah. All right, there it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah, you don't have to you don't even have to bother with a fucking story.
No. And then like they used to have, in the 70s movies, like Debbie Does Dallas. And
that's what I was saying. And that became kind of normalized, like normal people would, like couples and stuff would go see it.
Yeah, and it was like it was a movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then they realized, well, for the amount of money that we made, this new VHS stuff you can do in the home, you just shoot scenes.
Yeah,
it doesn't need to be a
movie.
Like
I said, it doesn't have to be 2 hours long.
Yeah, and it doesn't
with the whole plot and everything.
It costs a lot less to shoot, and you can produce it quickly, and the profit margin's a lot better. So the old skin flicks and the old porn movies from the 70s, they've vanished.
There is something kind of charming about them, I guess, but it's just kind of like there really wasn't any need for them after.
Yeah.
Word.
They're just
once porn
there's no
became
need for
like
them.
ubiquitous. Yeah. Like you could just.
They're not really good movies, and they're not really good porn.
Yeah, true.
Porn is just concentrated fucking porn. You just jerk it to that shit. You don't need a story.
It's like, who needs a story? It just gets in the way.
Yeah, that's just in the way.
Well, I mean,
it's not a good story, and it's not really good porn. So it was like an in between.
That's true for dudes, but I do kind of feel like you can see why.
Women probably might enjoy him a little bit more because there's a story. Yeah,
I think a lot more women would like stuff like because remember, I think I mentioned it the other day, but on Shudder, there's this great documentary. It's real long. It's like 3 hours or something, and I think it's called "We Kill for Love," and it's about the erotic thriller boom that took like on direct to video erotic thrillers that kind of came out like in the wake of Fatal Attraction largely. There had been some before that, but they were talking there was a bajillion. Holy crap.
Very interesting documentary. I didn't even know about this.
It was really good. And
they made so many of those fucking things.
Yeah, so many.
And they all sounded alike. All the fucking
I know.
All the titles were like, man, they went through every possible combination.
They did, yeah. But like I was gonna say that in a lot of ways, like I've seen some of those, some of like a handful of the ones that they had mentioned, and in a way, I think those to me are like hotter than straight up porn.
Yeah.
Depending on who's in it or what the situation is or whatever.
Dudes, it's all just straight visual.
It's like for us, it's like a lot more about context. So I can see like a lot more women being into like more erotic thrillers because there's actually a story and context, and you know who these people are like in the context of the story, and you know what I mean. So it means more. Yeah. So I tend to like that kind of thing better than just kind of straight up porn, which to me is some of it's hot, but some of it's just kind of like, yeah, okay, it's just kind of clinical.
Yeah, I've noticed that, talking to other guys too, that for us, context might ruin it.
Yeah.
It's better not to have any context and it's just total surprise. Like, well, I didn't expect that. You know, what the fuck? You know, who was that? Who is that chick? Fucking, where'd that come from? You know, it's just that kind of shit.
I can't believe she fit that entire thing into her asshole.
Just right. Yeah. Did she like that, or was she just paid to do that and she wasn't into that?
Probably
just all kinds of shit. You know, you don't want any context.
Yeah. See, we're like the opposite.
And you also don't want to know who that is, because if you knew her, she probably wouldn't like her. So that's just the way dudes are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like I said,
knowing her might fucking spoil the.
We're probably like the opposite.
Spoil the fucking.
The experience.
Yeah. Well, you're spoiling the fantasy.
Yeah.
You know.
David Brown says Bitch Slap is free on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll definitely have to check that out then.
Is it any good?
He said it's a cool movie.
Okay, all right.
All right. I'm definitely having to watch that.
All right.
All right, so I guess we're going to wrap it up for this evening. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little discussion. Like I said, this might be our first Russ Meyer movie we talked about, unless we did Faster Pussycat.
I don't think we did.
I thought we did, but maybe not. Maybe I remember it wrong. I have seen it, but it's like maybe we didn't.
It shows up in a lot of documentaries you've seen. I think it's where you've seen it from. I don't think I've ever seen it.
No, I saw it a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know what I mean. But I thought we'd reviewed it, but maybe
I think I'd remember if I saw it.
Yeah. So have a good rest of your evening, you guys. We'll be back on Wednesday night. We're doing a show about good old Prince Andrew. He's not even really Prince anymore, even because, well, did they like legitimately, legally, whatever, like strip that title away? I know they took away the Duke of York title and all of that, but yeah, so we're gonna talk about Prince Andrew and all of that scandal that went on with that dude. That won overwhelmingly in the poll, so that's what we're gonna be talking about. More PDF files, as we can see, allegedly. And so that's what the show is going to be about on Wednesday, so hopefully you guys can join us for that. Have a good rest of your evening. As I said, have a good day tomorrow, and we will see you guys again on Wednesday night. Good night.